Fans of Live with Kelly and Mark are furious and are requesting that Kelly Ripa respond to their questions. However, what is causing them to become agitated, and what is Kelly responsible for? For more information about this situation, continue reading. Live fans are furious and want Kelly Ripa to respond to them. After leaving their longtime residence, the studio where Live with Kelly and Mark was taped for almost 40 years, there has been a significant change on the show. Because she had so many wonderful memories of the original facility, Kelly Ripa was clearly upset during the exit. She began her talk show career there and reconnected with her husband, Mark Consuelos. The three-time mother also grew up at the studio with her kids by her side constantly. Because they are so entangled, she even acknowledged that her children have group chats with the live personnel. Fans, however, are becoming extremely irritated with all of the upcoming changes. It has been about 3 weeks since the popular morning discussion program last aired new episodes. Viewers are now wondering where it is and when it will return as a result. The program does take a spring break around this time of year, although it usually lasts for a week or two. Right now, that isn't the situation, and the new studio isn't even prepared for production. Kelly won't even shoot from the downtown studio because of delays. Regarding the new location, an insider revealed, fans are demanding explanations from Kelly Ripa because of the prolonged break and dearth of new episodes. They need to know when the show will begin airing from its new studio and why there has been such a protracted break. Viewers believe the talk program has deceived them, thus nothing adds up for them. Lastly, until the repeat age ends, some people won't even watch live. Complete frustration viewers of Live with Kelly and Mark are currently using social media to vent their disgust. They no longer enjoy older episodes and have grown reliant on Kelly Ripa and Mark Consuelos banter every morning. Fans' displeasure was exacerbated by the fact that many were disappointed to see Kelly and Mark leave their former studio. Live with Regis and Kathy Lee started there. Therefore, there have been shows, hosts, and memories for 40 years. Many people wanted to visit the new studio but would still miss the old one. Therefore, it was also considered bittersweet. Do you want Kelly Ripa to explain where they have been if you haven't seen the latest live episodes? It started with a few raised eyebrows, a couple of curious tweets, and a handful of side eyes from die-hard viewers. But by Friday morning, the comments section under every official Live with Kelly and Mark social media post had officially turned into a full-blown interrogation. At Kelly Ripa, what's going on? We deserve the truth. One fan wrote, echoed by hundreds more demanding answers. From vague on-air references to skipped episodes and unexplained set changes, fans had finally reached their breaking point. And they weren't holding back. A mysterious silence. The week had already been peppered with off-kilter energy. Longtime viewers of Live are quick to notice even the subtlest shift in routine. And this week, things felt off. On Monday's episode, Kelly appeared on set 5 minutes into the show, entering from the side door with a noticeably stiff smile, her signature mug of coffee nowhere to be seen. Mark Consuelos awkwardly carried on alone for the first segment, cracking jokes that didn't land and even fumbling over the sponsor read. By Tuesday, fans noticed that Kelly's energy was unusually low. She barely engaged in the banter, gave half-hearted laughs at Mark's stories, and spent more time looking off camera than connecting with the audience. By Wednesday, she was gone entirely. Kelly's chair was empty again today, wrote one Reddit user in the /Live with Kelly and Mark thread. Mark says she's taking care of something personal. That's not enough anymore. We need real answers. The sentiment was echoed across platforms. Twitter, or X, as it's now known, exploded with the hashtag #WhereIsKelly, while TikTok sleuths began uploading side-by-side footage of Kelly from past weeks, dissecting body language and speculating on behind-the-scenes drama. No official statement, just more confusion. Instead of addressing the mystery head-on, Live producers remained tight-lipped. The pre-recorded voiceover introduced Thursday's episode like everything was normal. Now, here are Kelly Ripa and Mark Consuelos. Except only Mark walked out. Again, fans were furious. She owes us more than this, one user fumed on Instagram. We tune in every morning. We've supported her for decades, and now we're being ghosted. To make things worse, the show's official Instagram page posted a carousel of cheerful behind-the-scenes photos from a previous taping. Kelly beaming in a bright yellow dress, Mark with his arm wrapped around her. The caption read, "Smiles all around." Catch up on this week's best moments on our YouTube channel. The comments, however, were anything but smiley. Stop pretending everything's fine. Where is she? This is insulting to your loyal audience. Did Kelly quit without telling us? One user even tagged Kelly directly. At Kelly Ripa, if something's wrong, just say it. We're worried. Don't treat us like we're disposable. The rumors begin. With no official word, the rumor mill kicked into overdrive. The theories ranged from plausible to outrageous. She and Mark had a massive fight off camera and are now pretending nothing's wrong. She's negotiating her exit and is being kept off air to prevent on-air drama. She's sick, but the show won't admit it for fear of ratings drops. She got into a feud with a producer after changes to the new studio. She's secretly filming a new reality show, and this is all staged. A particularly viral TikTok claimed a source from inside the ABC building saw Kelly leaving the studio in tears last week after a blowout in her dressing room. No photos were provided, but the creators swore their cousin's boyfriend's sister worked as a production assistant. Still, even the most loyal fans had to admit something wasn't right. A live show without Kelly? By Friday morning, the tension had reached its peak. Viewership dipped, but those who did tune in seemed to do so out of concern or sheer nosiness. And for the first time in years, boos could be faintly heard from the studio audience when Kelly's name was mentioned by a guest co-host. Mark tried his best to smooth things over. "Kelly's fine," he said with a stiff smile. "She's just taking some time. She'll be back soon." Then, trying to lighten the mood, he joked, "Unless she decided to run off with a hot barista named Paolo. In which case, I hope he likes morning TV." It didn't land. The studio audience gave polite chuckles, but the online community was seething. "Don't make jokes when we're seriously worried," a fan tweeted. "If you care about your viewers, give us some truth." Kelly finally breaks her silence. Kind of. Late Friday evening, after 5 days of mounting speculation, Kelly Ripa finally posted something. A blurry photo of her dog snuggled on her lap, captioned, "Some weeks require more coffee, more cuddles, and more quiet. See you soon." The post instantly drew over 400,000 likes and tens of thousands of comments, most expressing a mix of relief and frustration. "Glad you're okay," one fan wrote. "But girl, that's not an answer." Another said, "We love you, but this silence has been painful." What happens now? With the next taping of Live scheduled for Monday, fans are anxiously waiting to see if Kelly will return, and more importantly, if she'll finally explain what this bizarre week was all about. Will she sit on that blue velvet couch and address the elephant in the room? Or will she brush it under the rug with a vague joke and move on? Producers reportedly held an emergency team meeting on Friday afternoon to course correct after the unexpected backlash. One anonymous staffer told the tabloid, "We underestimated how invested the fans are in Kelly. They don't want polished segments and silence. They want realness, and they're not getting it." The verdict from fans. Fans aren't letting this go anytime soon. Whether it's a personal crisis, professional tension, or something completely unexpected, they want answers. Deserve answers, many argue. Let us know in the comments below.